everyone. My name is Diamond DeQueer. I am a social worker in training under supervision of my professor. Thank you for coming today. Before we get started with anything, I would like to describe what your treatment sessions will seem like, first by explaining confidentiality and informed consent, which is a part of the helping professional and client relationship. If there's any questions or concerns during this process, do not hesitate to ask. By explaining confidentiality and informed consent, it allows for self-determination for you and engagement. I believe that treatment works best with a strong relationship and a trusting connection. Think of it, for example, as teamwork. An interpreter is available to you at no cost if needed, and for your best interest, third-party permission, such as a caregiver or next of kin, is allowed if you is not able to provide informed consent. The purpose of our first session is the time to share information about yourself and share your concerns and struggles with me. My responsibilities to you are to listen to your story, treat you with dignity and respect, promote your well-being by helping you to adjust to changes, overcome challenges in your life, and assess your needs, strengths, and your support system to achieve your goals. Your responsibilities to me are to let me know if any of your information has changed, such as your address, contact information, conditions, and so forth. And if at any time that you have any concerns or you feel like your sessions is not moving in the path that you wanted to or moving forward, please let me know. To explain confidentiality, there are 3 areas of confidentiality. First one is confidentiality as it relates to direct practice, meaning me, your helping professional, and you. The second one is confidentialities with third parties. Third parties are anyone such as doctors, hospitals, nurses, or people working outside the agency that might have interest in your case. So for example, if a doctor recommended you or referred you to me, that doctor probably would want progress on how you're doing in your sessions and how things are going. Third one is confidentiality with records. Records are anything such as notes, documentations, electronic records, any papers that has been signed, such as informed consent document that I am explaining to you today. Just know everything we talk about in your session, in this space, in this room, is completely confidential. It stays between you and me, but there are exceptions. Although there may be times when classified information may have to be shared only if it is relevant or compelling, and the purpose could only be achieved by sharing this information. Know that I will not share your information with anyone who do not have a need or right to know. If information do need to be shared, it will only be after or based upon your consent or a signed signature consent form that you could only sign. Like I said, there may be times where your information do need to be shared only by signed consent form. These times are if I am not exactly sure where to go in our sessions or what interventions to use, I may talk to my supervisor about that to help your case move forward. Another time is when third parties, which are like court system, hospitals, doctors, or people working outside the agency, have a specific interest in your progress. I will discuss those aspects with them. And at any time, if I become ill and a colleague of mine must take over your case, then information will be shared to progress your case forward. Do understand that the extent of information sharing is to be as limited as possible. So we strive to keep information sharing as limited as possible. Is there any questions at this moment? Okay, thank you. Remember, stop me anytime if you have any questions. So again, I just want to kind of reiterate on confidentiality. Know that anything that stays in this room, that is said in this room, is between us. And, there may be times where information may have to be shared, but only under your signed consent. Now, there is times where confidentiality have to be broken, meaning there's limits. And these limits are if you want to harm me, if you want to harm someone else, or if you even want to harm yourself, such as having suicidal thoughts or thoughts of wanting to kill yourself. I am a mandated reporter by the state, by law, and I will have to report that to proper authorities to prevent risk of harm. Know if abuse or neglect is revealed during any of our sessions. I must also report that to the proper authorities, as I am a mandated reporter. If you reveal that you are in an unsafe position or in clear danger in any way, if someone is trying to harm you, I may also have to report that as well. Now, Ms. Jones, we all know about the COVID pandemic. So just to give you a little information, there may be times where we will meet via telehealth. Telehealth is basically delivery of health services via remote technology, so such as your phone, webcam, your computer. Telehealth is very convenient and accessible, but there's no guarantee that telehealth can be 100% protected at all times. So, for example, if there's a security breach or if the connection goes out, your connection fails, Ms. Jones, there isn't 100% guarantee. And I wanted you to know that because that is part of your confidentiality as well. Are there any questions regarding telehealth? As I know, this is something that is new to us and, we're getting into the flow of it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. I will have you to sign a separate form, which confirms you understand the benefits and risks associated with telehealth. You can choose to opt out of telehealth and be seen 100% in clinic on allowable days, Ms. Jones. You know that as well. So within our sessions of me explaining your informed consent and confidentiality, you do have the right at any time to refuse services. So just know that you do have the right at any time to refuse services. Is there any questions regarding anything that we have talked about? No. Okay. May you sign this agreement that states that you have understood the terms of confidentiality. Thank you.